They laughed. At the way he talked. At the dream he dared to say out loud. At the idea that someone like him could build something like that. But some people don't chase applause. They build what others can't even imagine. And when they're done, even the loudest laughter becomes silence. There was once a boy named Malik. He wasn't rich, wasn't loud, didn't wear the trendiest clothes, but he saw things not just for what they were, but what they could be. In a town where dreams were small, where people whispered realistic like it was holy, Malik did something dangerous. He dreamed big, not just get a good job big, not even move out of town big, but build something the world would know big. At 15, he told his class, "I want to design my own video game, from scratch, the kind no one's made before." They laughed, not cruelly, just dismissively, like how you smile at a child who says he wants to be an astronaut in the morning and forget it by lunch. Even his teacher chuckled. "That's nice, Malik, but maybe have a backup plan." And Malik just nodded. But inside, something hardened. Not bitterness, not revenge, but resolve. Malik spent his nights borrowing computer time from the school lab. He didn't own a laptop, didn't have Wi-Fi at home, so he downloaded tutorials on public library computers, wrote code on paper, watched YouTube devlogs on mute while babysitting his cousin. And when the world told him no, he learned anyway. But dreaming isn't free. Senior year, his mom lost her job. Bills stacked. They had to move in with his aunt. Malik was offered a job stocking shelves overnight. "I'll save up for a real laptop," he told himself. "Then I'll build it." But months passed, then a year, then two. The dream never left, but it got quieter, buried beneath rent, groceries, night shifts, and doubt. Until one day, his little cousin handed him a drawing. It was a creature, strange, beautiful, unlike anything he'd seen. Malik stared at it, eyes wide. "What's this?" he asked, and the boy shrugged. "Something from your game." Malik's throat tightened, because even when the world forgets, sometimes someone still remembers your dream for you. That night, he stayed up until dawn, coding, sketching, building, and for the first time in years, the dream breathed again. 2 years later, Malik uploaded a playable beta of his game to a small indie forum. No marketing, no investors, just one post. "I built this from scratch. Hope someone enjoys it." He checked the page the next morning, 12 downloads. Not much, but by that weekend, 1,500, then 10,000, then an email from a developer at a major studio. Subject, "Can we talk?" Within weeks, Malik's game was featured on a front-page gaming site. One headline read, "From store clerk to studio star. Meet the guy who taught himself to build magic." He was invited to speak on a panel, his face on stage beside the very people who once felt like gods. And as he stepped to the microphone, he scanned the crowd. Third row, that same teacher from high school, the one who had once chuckled. She was smiling now, genuinely, proudly. And Malik? He didn't gloat, didn't mock. He just said, "When I was 15, I told my class I wanted to build something no one else could see." They laughed. "Today, you're playing it." The auditorium went silent, then erupted. They say dreams die in silence, but sometimes they grow quietly, in library corners, in notebooks no one reads, in nights no one sees. And then one day they rise, and the world that once laughed has no choice but to listen. So if they're laughing at you right now, let them, because one day they'll be quoting the very dream they doubted. If you've ever been laughed at, ever been told your dream was too big, or felt like no one could see what you see, drop a comment below. What's your dream? You never know who you might inspire just by sharing it. Tag someone who needs this reminder today. And if this story lit a spark in you, like, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because here we tell stories that prove quiet dreams can shake the world.